D-Day is here. At 2:30 p.m. today, Noida will see a demolition that has few parallels in India, perhaps the world, as two massive towers in Sector 93A will fall for having been built against the rules. Numbers may help get a measure of the scale. The nearly 100-meter tall structures at Emerald Court project of Sector 93A of Noida will be brought down in less than 9 seconds and will become the tallest structures yet in India to be demolished. Over 3,700 kilograms of explosives will be used to bring down the structures in pursuance of a Supreme Court order that found their construction within the Emerald Court Society premises in violation of the norms. Around 5,000 residents of Emerald Court and adjoining ATS village societies in Sector 93A have been asked to vacate their premises by 7 a.m. today. Joining us at this point is Priyanka Ganguly, real estate expert. Priyanka Ganguly, what is the message that, according to you, is really being sent out through this act of demolition of these towers, which will finally be completed today?
I think the message is very clear that the governance wants to give a very clear message that nothing can or nothing will go unnoticed. It is a very pro thing for the buyer, and I think it's a new way of paving way for the real estate industry as such, that everything and anything a developer wants just by the mode of corruption will not be acceptable, will not be acknowledged, and eventually anybody who has done wrong will be punished.
Okay, let me in fact also bring in Dr. Ravi R. Kumar, senior economist at this point. Dr. Ravi Kumar, obviously, this matter did go on for very, very long in the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court was adamant that these towers must be brought down, these towers must be demolished today. According to you, is this finally now a wake-up call for the authorities across the country, like Noida Authority, where such towers are being built, to follow permissions, to follow the SOPs, to builders as well, and real estate sharks who think they can get away with anything, that such a demolition can take place, which, yes, could incur huge costs. Obviously, the scale of it is huge, but will be completed no matter who the builder is or no matter how big the authority is.
Thank you very much. Actually, it shows that there is law and order in our country. And the second thing is that this decision maybe impact on couple of people who has bought flat in these two tower. But there's one more thing that buyer who is still want to buy in real estate. This is a good news for them that if any builder is going against, and RERA is top of all the builders and authorities. The second point that when they started building this flat in before 2010, that time there was huge difference between demand and supply, and that time there was no RERA at all. After introducing RERA, definitely buyer has to understand, but one more thing, that this is the point of security as well, that if anyone is doing wrong, he should be punished, and government, RERA and Supreme Court is taking care for the buyer as well.
Yes, Manish Goyal, home buyer, is also with us at this point. Manish Goyal, what responsibilities should the buyer also have? Because obviously there were many buyers who were flummoxed after they found out that their tower was going to be demolished. The Supreme Court, of course, has assured multiple times that their interests will be safeguarded. But what are the lessons from this exercise for buyers like you as well?
Well, the buyer is at the last end. Usually, the kind of ecosystem these builders, these government systems, these government agencies have established, I think buyer doesn't have any rights in their hands apart from just paying, and suffering from losses. This demolition is a kind of, first live example where things are shown to be happening. As ma'am said, that government is taking action, and as Dr. Ravi said, that court has taken action. So there's a still state of dilemma. I think the order has been passed by court, of course, by the initiatives and the efforts of the buyers. Otherwise, everyone was sleeping. I remember I heard a news about 4 senior citizens who took this case to the Supreme Court. If they wouldn't have taken that action, this wouldn't have happened. And I am sure they would have gone through a very tough journey of receiving threatening calls, this and that. But yes, the buyer is at the last end, and ultimately all the burden would be on the buyer's end only. We've seen various builders in the past who have been doing defaults, but I don't know why the builders are not feeling threatened as such.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.